everyone, it's Irene here from Sans Drinks, and today I am doing a live tasting review on these 5 non-alcoholic Shiraz, or as the winemakers like to call it, Shiraz wines. We are going to start with the newest wine on the block, and that is the Wolf Blass Zero. I have heard so many great things about these. Everyone is like going mental because they're saying this is basically the best non-alcoholic red wine really on the market. So allow me to do a live tasting for you on this one. First thing you'll notice is that is a cherry red color. Look at that beautiful cherry red color, and I believe this is also low sugar as well. It doesn't have the low calories on here. The others in this range are also low calories. The calories are 24 calories per 100. In order to be classified as a low calorie beverage, you need to be 19 and below. So it's pretty low, just not like it's like way low compared to the alcoholic wine, but not quite low in government speak. Right, so I love that color. It just smells like a really oaky Shiraz, like a classic like Barossa Shiraz. And dry and bitey. Oh, it has legs, doesn't it? So good. It's really great, and it really smells like a Shiraz as well. Lovely. The next one's actually my best selling non-alcoholic Shiraz, and this is from Plus and Minus. It's going to be really interesting to compare this now next to that one. That's why I love doing these videos, because I mean, I love that, and obviously I've had all of these wines before, but I've never sat down really and actually tried them in a lineup like this. So look, they're completely different colors. This is almost purple, and this is red like my dress. I wore this dress because if you've ever watched any of my videos, you'll see I'll usually spill them all over myself. Oh, it smells good. It smells different. It doesn't smell oaky. And really good as well. Very dry. Really good and dry, and that really rivals that one, I have to say. Very, very close. The sugar level on this is 1 point more than being able to be classified as low sugar, so it's 2.6 grams per 100, and you've got to be 2.5 to be classified as low sugar, but come on, we're splitting hairs here. That's basically low sugar. And the calories are, don't know the calories, you'll have to check the website because I can't convert the kJs in my head. I need my calculator. But also very dry and lovely. This has got more body though. This is lighter, almost like a Pinot. They do a Pinot as well, which is even lighter again. But if you like a light red, this is, in fact, if you like a Pinot, you could still get this and enjoy it. The next one is Simeki Zero. Now, this is a lot higher in sugar, but there's no added sugar. So there's less refinement done on this one, I'm told by the winemakers. And there's no added sugar, so all you're getting here are the natural sugars in the grapes. It is also rich blacks, dark purpley. We're expecting berries, and we're expecting dark chocolate. Can you hear the birds in the background? Clearly, do you not know who I am? I'm doing a YouTube video. That's the same bird that wakes me up at 5 a.m. Right. Let's have a look at the colour. This is interesting. This colour is a cross between the Plus and Minus and the Wolf Blass, more on the purpley red side. Doesn't smell like a Shiraz. And it doesn't taste like a Shiraz, but I like it. What is it about this that I like so much? I can't put my finger on it. It's got body. It's got a robustness about it that these guys don't. These are a lot lighter. This has got a really, like a mouthfeel to it. I like it, but this doesn't taste like a Shiraz to me. This tastes like a port. I would have this as a dessert wine after a meal and sit down and have it in like a glass just like this as a port. But I don't think I would drink the whole, I certainly would drink the whole bottle. Probably one glass of this after dinner. It's 1 or 2 glasses. It's a very special wine, but not your classic Barossa Shiraz. Right, next we have a Merlot / Shiraz. This is from one of my favorite brands, Oddbird, and it comes from, the brand's from Sweden, but this is French, and it's very expensive. $15, $15, $15, $25 a bottle. This stuff's great. This is gonna be probably the best one actually on the table, because the French know what they're doing. It's called Domaine de la Prade. Colour is richer than everything else on the table. It's richer. This looks the closest to a alcoholic Shiraz. It smells like a Shiraz. This tastes so different to everything else. There's something about the French that just tastes better and different and next level to the Australian wines. So these are great Aussie wines. They're great. But if you want to spend $10 more, I think people at a party wouldn't realise this was alcohol free. It tastes more like if you're not expecting it to be alcohol free, then it tastes a little bit more like a Merlot, so it's a little lighter. And it is a blend as well of the Merlot. Let's see if I've got the sugar level on here for you. It's 18 calories, so it's low calorie. And it's 4 grams of sugar per 100, so it's about double the sugar of this one here. But I've got to tell you, it does not taste sweet at all. Not at all. I could probably do the whole bottle of that easily with dinner, easily with anything. But also it's very dry. It has a taste to this that it has such a nice mouthfeel to it. But it tastes. I'm trying to describe the taste. It's very, very oaky and woody. This is very chocolatey. This is like a classic Barossa Shiraz, but this has got a wood, like a burnt, almost like a smoky wood taste to it. It's bloody delicious. Really great wine. Okay, and then finally we are going to do another great Aussie brand. This is the Edenvale. It's the black label. It's the fancy label stuff. It's not the stuff that you see on the bottom shelf at Dan's or the supermarkets. Is the good stuff. And it's the sparkling Shiraz. And I tell you, this is actually my best-selling red wine at Sun's Drinks, because it is surprisingly freaking unbelievable. It's a sparkling Shiraz. The great thing about this is that I think people think it's going to be sweet, and I think the reason they like it so much is because it tastes so dry. So this is the thing about non-alcoholic reds. Non-alcoholic red wine is the hardest of all of the alcohol-free to get right, to taste like the real thing. And champagnes and sparklings are the easiest. So what Edenvale have done here, which is so clever, is they've gone, all right, well, let's add the things that tricks the brain to think there's alcohol in it from the sparkles, which is the bubbles, and let's blend that with like a Shiraz, which is hard to do, and that's why you get, I mean, that to me smells exactly like a Barossa Shiraz, like hands down. The colour, if you forget the bubbles, looks like it. And it just tastes like a sparkling Shiraz. Out of everything here, this is the one that you would think least taste, like this one tastes like there's alcohol in it. That one both of these taste like they have alcohol in it. This is so good. This is my pick for summer. Pop it in the fridge. It pops like a champagne. It's very dry. When I had my tastings at Freshwater before lockdown, they're back on now, but this time last year, every single person that I gave a drink of that to bought a bottle. $15 a bottle as well, so a really great price. That is just fantastic. So all of these are great, but they're all great in their own way. So I just want to recap, because there's a lot to unpack here, because red wines are the hardest to taste like the alcoholic versions, and we need to be a little bit forgiving. So when you look on the site, you'll see really mixed reviews. Pay attention to when a customer has said whether or not they are drinking alcoholic wine, because generally they're comparing it to alcoholic wine, or in the reviews they might say that they only drink non-alc. You'll find the people that only drink non-alc are a lot more forgiving in the reviews, because you really do need to compare them to other non-alcoholic wines on the market, rather than like you can't compare these to like a Penfolds, bin, whatever. You can't do that, because they're not going to taste like that, but they're pretty damn close. I'm going to say this one, I think everyone's right. I think that's probably a great Australian $15 bottle. It's from Wolf Blass, as an everyday drinking. I think that's probably one of the best Shiraz on the market. I think the plus and minus, again, for $15, it's a little lighter, but if you like a light wine, can't go wrong. This baby here is just unbelievable, especially for summer. Cannot recommend it enough. Maybe not like a wintry wine, but all the way through summer and spring, that's the one. This one here is French. If it's your birthday, if it's Christmas, if it's a special occasion, or you just want to be a little fancy, this is so French, it's unbelievable. And this one here is going to be a little sweeter than all of these. In fact, it's a lot sweeter than all of these, but it's got more body to it. But I would say this is more like, if anyone that has asked me, do I have a non-alcoholic version of a port or something like that, that one's great. That would be really good for cooking as well, to add extra body, like to a pasta sauce, and then a nice glass after dinner. Are you going to ask me my favourite of all of these? I'm going to say this one. That's my favourite. It's also the most expensive. Okay, there you have it. You can find them all on my site at Son's Drinks, and yeah, check them out.